that's, you can see they're starting to rough in. That gives you a view. That's washing machine box. So there's a washer dryer over there. I think the furnace is in that corner, so this is mostly like mechanical. Coat closets. We'll walk right into the kitchen. We're going to have cabinets.
What's your favorite unit?
Small mechanics room.
This one here?
An island. And this might not be exactly where it goes, but it's going to have an island out here. Eddie and I are going back and forth on whether or not that little nook is going to get cabinets. Yep, bathroom and then bedroom. And then there's a closet framed into the bedroom right around there. Oh, closet thing down the floor.
Hey, I'm Joe Rashid, and I'm the Executive Director of East Warren Development Corp. Our job is to facilitate commerce and engage the community around the development that's coming here on East Warren and bring in equitable development opportunities for our local entrepreneurs here on the corridor. And so, you know, this building here that Flux City and Eddy Carrington are developing is a really phenomenal site. 18-unit building, and just seeing something like this go up. And you know, so many times people here in Detroit hear about development projects over and over again, and it doesn't happen. Well, Eddy's here doing it, right? You know, and really putting in the work and making it happen. And we're really excited that we could help to, you know, partake in the facilitation of getting this project going. So this is just a really tremendous opportunity, and we love seeing this happening and build density along the corridor.
So this is our gas meter manifold. So DTE, our utility provider, just installed this today. So they don't have gas to it yet, but their gas will come up from the underground to here. That'll supply this big meter. Will be the first floor tenant space, which is, you know, this is future-proofed for a restaurant. Then past that, we have 19 meters. 18 of them will be for the residential units, and then one of them will be our house meter that'll run our heating and cooling for the common areas. So those are magnets. So each of those posts are marking a plate, like you have right down there, those 2x2 washers that you see right there.
Yep.
So those are, this roofing's called TPO. So under that TPO, they have the insulation screwed down, which you can see the insulation, and then it's got a tapered board there, and then this is some kind of, you know, hard board to protect the styrofoam. So all that gets screwed down to the roof. It looks like every couple feet or so with those steel plates. And then those are magnets that mark where they're at. And he's coming through with what's called an induction welder to seal those down.
Uses heat to melt the chemicals that are on those little plates, and that chemical will chemically bond to that TPO or that material that it's kind of mounted to. That heat basically loosens up that chemical bond and allows it to cement in place.
And then they were doing pull tests on that to do it as a test, to test the so these were pull tests. So this is what these magnets are marking. So there's one of these under each of these magnets, and that's heating up that chemical to seal to the TPO. And so these were tests to make sure that it was adhering the way it's supposed to. Nice. You can see it less complete on the back there where they haven't wrapped the parapet wall. This is your main roofing, and then they're wrapping the parapet wall with this, and then this gets a heat weld, some kind of a seam weld to seal it down. So if there's ever a puncture, they come, they patch it with another piece, seal all around it.
Got it. So it's not a good idea to, let's say there's a puncture, I come up here with some tar.
Yeah.
Call them.
It's hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You can see him
I'll turn it off in a
right
minute.
there, Eddie.
Right here.
See how behind him?
Watch how that's a loose piece right now, and he's going to be welded.
I see.
Now he's got a bit.
Oh, you see how he's walking backwards and he's sealing it down, and then the back it's still loose.
Got it.
Have the heat sink behind that roller, heating that up and then coming over and sealing it over the top.
And then these are roof drains. So underneath here, that insulation is tapered. You can see a piece right there how it's sloped.
Right.
And so it's all drained to go to, you know, probably I think it's 4 different roof drains that we have. So he's sealing up one of the roof drains. Right
Got
there.
it. Okay.
This is where all of our mechanical equipment's going. We've got this platform built. These will be all of the residential air conditioner condensers will sit on this. We have this wall in the middle. This is where all of our line sets and our power will come out. They'll get fed out of both sides. It's just a good way for them to get all of the things that they need to hook up to the condensers too, and it's easy then for the waterproofers to waterproof.
Nice.
These are other mechanical penetrations, but then we have 3 RTUs up here that'll sit on this steel cribbing. 2 of them are for the commercial space, and then 1 of them is for our fresh air that will feed the hallway and the hallways and common spaces. And then we have other cribbing factored into here for the future tenant on the first floor, restaurant space. So their makeup air will sit on top of this as well. Yeah, so that whole steel frame is basically holding our large RTU units. Therefore, there are various exhaust fan penetrations. I know we've got the bath fans, we've got the kitchen exhaust fans. The first floor exhaust fans I know are over behind you coming up out of a different chase. Some of these are, furnace exhaust vents or intakes. I'm not sure exactly what each one is, but it's pretty much all mechanical stuff.
Coming along, guys. It's coming along. Yes, sir.
That was on my birthday, June 14th.
Ended up putting some plastic on the windows here in order to get us to a point where we could be as dry as possible before the winter kicks in. We're still waiting on our windows. The windows probably won't show up until December, so this plastic looks like it'll do the job until we get to that point. So the contractors are knocking that out for us, but overall we also have some temp lights installed, so you can kind of see behind me that we got lights to keep this bad boy as bright as possible as we work through the night to get this building built. It's been a pretty busy week here at the site. A lot of stuff happening, and Councilwoman Johnson of District 4 just left, and after we showed her around to show the progress of how far we've come along since the close of the construction loan. So really, really important to know. Congresswoman Johnson was the first person one of the first people I spoke with about the project and about developing within the community in general, roughly 3 years ago. And so to be able to show her around at this point is like full circle in a way. We still have a lot of work to do, but really, really excited to have been able to show Councilwoman Johnson of District 4, show her around the site, and just basically point out that I was able to do what I've been promising to the community over the last roughly 3 years. So that was really, really good to be able to do. With that said, that's it for today's episode, or for this week's episode of Flux City Weekly. I'm Eddy Carrington, Mayor of Flux City. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment below.